dun sa last video, nag-graph natin yung y equals 2 sine x minus pi over 2 plus 2. Ang ginawa natin dito, ginraph muna natin yung y equals sine x, and then ginraph natin yung y equals 2 sine x. Tapos, nag-shift tayo ng pi over 2 units to the right. And then, yung plus 2, pumunta sa taas. Na-move ng 2 units pataas yung graph natin. Para sa video na to, we're going to do it for cosine naman. So, let's sketch the graph. Let's sketch the graph of y equals, let's put a negative 1. Negative 3 cosine, let's have x over 2. So let's try to graph this. Y equals negative 3 cosine x over 2. The first thing we need to do is to get the amplitude. The amplitude is the absolute value of A. So for this case, absolute value of negative 3. So we have 3. And the period, parehas lang nung kay sine, it's 2 pi over the absolute value of B. And for this case, B here is, we can rewrite this as y equals negative 3 cosine 1/2 x. So your B is 1/2. So we have 2 pi over 1/2. And the answer is 4 pi. Now, let's determine 5 points. From 0 to 4 pi, we have 0 to 4 pi. And the number in between 0 and 4 pi is 2 pi. Pagitan ng 0 at 2 pi, we have pi. And then 2 pi, 4 pi, we have 3 pi. So ito yung 5 points na gagamitin natin for the graph of, for actually one cycle lang ng function na to. If you'll remember, dun sa graph ng sine natin, we use this. Kasi yung, alam natin yung sine, mag-start siya sa intercept. But for cosine, mag-start to sa maximum eh. Kung positive to, kasi malalaman din na mababaliktad pa siya because of this minus. But anyway, so, mag-start siya sa maximum or minimum, tapos intercept, tapos maximum ulit or minimum, intercept, and then minimum. So, kung, minimum yung, ang tinatandaan ko lang lagi para mag-graph ko yung cosine. Now, kaparehas lang nung ginawa natin sa sine. Ang gagawin natin dito, i-graph muna natin yung y equals cosine x. Let's start with cosine x. And then let's sketch the graph of y equals 3 cosine, x over 2 na pala to. Over 2. X over 2. And then, lagyan natin ng y equals minus 3 cosine x over 2. Okay. So, let's have your axis over here. So, this is your y-axis and this is your x-axis. So, hanggang 4 pi, no? 4 pi. Let's put 4 pi over here. This is 4 pi. And then, 2 pi sa gitna. 2 pi. And then, pi over here. And then, we have 3 pi over here. 3 pi. Ngayon, since 3 yung amplitude, so, gawa tayo ng calibration hanggang 3 at negative 3. So, negative 3 here. And 3 over here. Now, let's sketch the graph. Unahin muna natin yung graph ng y equals cosine x over 2. Cosine x over 2. So, mag-start tayo sa, ano sabi ko? Positive pa naman to. So, maximum muna tayo. Maximum, which is 3. Sorry, di pala. Maximum ay, of course, 1 muna. Kasi, ang y equals cosine x over 2. So, ang amplitude nito 1 pa. So, maximum, and then intercept, and then minimum, and then intercept, and then balik ka sa maximum. So, the graph will look like this one. Oops. Oops. Smooth curve ulit. Okay. And then, tataas siya ng 3. 3 units. Tataas ang 3 units. So for this case, mag-start tayo dito sa 3. Intercept ulit. So, magbababa tayo sa negative 3, and then intercept again, and then we'll go up again to positive 3. So the graph will look like this one. Okay. And then we'll go up. Oops. We'll go up to this point. Okay, now. And then, ito na yung pag-usapan natin. Ano yung ginagawa ng minus doon? Actually, gagawin ng minus doon, ano bang tawag dito? Mari-reflect yung graph mo. Mari-reflect ba yun? Or iikot siya along X. Mababaliktad yung graph eh. Instead of starting with the maximum, mag-start tayo sa minimum. So, mag-start tayo dito. I will make this larger. We'll start here. Then, minimum ka. And then, maximum ka. Instead of minimum, you will go maximum and then downwards. Again, papunta sa negative 3. The last one. So, the graph will look like this one. Well, actually, this is the best, not the best cosine sketch that you will get. Sorry. Hindi ko mapantay. Yeah. Well, anyway, it will continue there. It will go up again. Anyway, one cycle lang naman yung kailangan natin. So, there you go. This is the graph of y equals negative 3 cosine x over 2.